Hi, it's Steffi from Steffi's Beads and Babbles, and I wanted to show you this really cute project that I cannot take credit for in the least. I was teaching my friend Angie, who is the mother of our son-in-law, so we share two beautiful grandkids, her and her husband and me and my husband. We were on a trip together, and I brought some sequins, so I showed her how to do this. And when she saw the blue shoe I had cut out, because I'm doing blue ornaments, she says, I'm going to trace that on red and make a ruby slipper. My jaw nearly hit the floor. I told her when she came over about a week later I was going to give her some sequins and beads and stuff. I said, I never would have thought of that in a million years. And I stamped her out a set of red, by the way. I said, I never would have done this in a million years. I never would have thought of it. And she goes, well, sometimes somebody else will have an idea. She goes, I just happen to really love The Wizard of Oz, and it's one of my favorite movies, so that's the first thing I saw when I saw the ruby slipper. As I saw Ruby Slipper. So I said, well, I'm going to use your idea on my videos, which she does watch. So hi, Angie. And I'm giving you credit for it because I never would have thought of it. So this is my take on it. And I'm sure there are people that will come up with an even better take on this, but I'm really excited to have made this, and I can't wait to show her. Although hopefully she's watching this. I did use bugle beads. I wanted to use these gorgeous ones from Hobby Lobby, but they were too big. So I had a Hank, old Hank, and that you can see that here's one of the ones from Hobby Lobby. Where's that? No, that's one of those. Here's one of the ones from Hobby Lobby, and it's pretty long. And these are about half the size. See the difference? Got ink on me. Put it in my palm so you can see it better. But see, you can see how these are half the size. And I used 3 on the top 2 rows going sideways, and then I think 2 the rest of the way down. And had I used the beautiful ones from Hobby Lobby, they would have been too big. But those are the ones I wanted to use. So find a smaller, but if you can't find one, you can do this with seed beads too. Just do the same thing. Do like 3 at a time, go up through them down. Then I go back to the beginning, come back through those 3 seed beads, or 4, however many you do, and put 3 more on, go down, then come back through, go through the last 3, add 3 more until you get all the way to the end. Then I come down to the felt, come back up, and go through all of them in a row. And you'll get probably even a better effect than that because these are really sparkly. And then I got these at Hobby Lobby. They're $4.49 a tube. I get them when they're half price, so I always have a few. But you can also get these. They're a size different. These are an 11.0. These are a 12.0. These are not exactly as concise as these. These are pretty uniform. These aren't bad. There's an occasional bigger or smaller one, but you just use the ones that are most uniform on the edges. On the fronts, it doesn't matter. You cannot tell what size seed bead is on the fronts, but when you do the edges, you want them to be somewhat uniform. And you can do that with these. You just have to pick and choose. All the years I was beading, I never had really uniform beads. I had to just pick and choose. But look at the difference in price, because this runs, I think this is now $5.50. So it's $1 more, but look how much more you get. I mean, this is a big tube. So if you're just starting out, they have these in red and green and gold and silver and pink and blue, all different colors. A lot cheaper. Now these are in more colors, but they're smaller. Not bad for $2.25, and these are probably $2.50, $2.75. But look how much you get. That is a lot of seed beads. I have these in every color pretty much, and I do use them. But these are the ones I use most often for the edging because they're just a little more uniform. Then I have a size 6mm, and I believe this is either an 8 or a 10. I think it's an 8mm red hologram. These are all hologram, and these are an old Hobby Lobby bag. Now they don't sell them like this anymore. They sell them in a 3-pack. Although I do like this. They sell them in 3-packs like this. But I do think the holograms in some colors, and gold, red might be one of them. I think you can get these. Because see, they have these, but I think you can get these. And you might be able to get red and green like this. And that's a lot of sequins in that for $1. I buy a lot of my sequins from Cartwright Sequins. That's this brand here. But they're like $1.50 to $1.75 a bag, so they're a little bit more pricey. Now they have some selections that will blow your mind. Once you're into it and you know you're going to do it, Cartwright's is worth checking out. I've been buying from them since about 2009, 2012 in that range, and I've got hundreds and hundreds, probably over 1,000 of their little baggies throughout all my different colors. Because I have a shoe box for every color, and then the sweater boxes for blue and pink and white. And then some of my shoe boxes are getting so full I might have to switch over if I buy any more. I just buy when a new series comes out, a new texture, a new pattern. How do I describe it? Like these are hologram, and then these are metallic, but then they have ones that are like opalescent. They're like an opaque with an opalescent coating, or a rainbow coating, or glossy coating, or a matte finish, or a satin finish. And certain ones I want the different finishes, and then they'll have lines of one style that's new colors in this new finish. And so I always buy the new series when they come out, which are about 8 or 10 different colors usually. So I buy from them a few times a year. I don't buy from them as often as I used to, but yeah. So you stamp and cut it out, and then if you need to know the details, you do need a beading needle, and those you can get online along with beading thread. Never use sewing thread. It's too brittle. If you look at this thread, you pull a piece of the beading thread, and I'm going to pull on it as hard as I can. I mean, it'll dig into my finger, and it will not break. Or if you use beading normal thread, it would snap. I have ornaments that have been hanging in cars so long that the sequins started to rot and fall off, and that thread is still holding strong. So, and they were in there for years and years before that happened. So this thread, the nylon, it's a nylon, bonded nylon. I buy Nymo or Nemo. And then I think this is either Eslon or Delon. But all you have to do is put into your search browser, either on Google or Amazon or eBay, which actually has quite a few, bonded nylon beading thread. That's what you want. Now this is a size of D, and that's the size I use the most. This is another little spool that I bought. These were the original, and you can see it's a D on there too. These are the original colors I found, because for a long time all I could get was white. Then I bought these big spools in every color I could get my hands on, and then I've got several sizes of white and a couple sizes of black. And then these you can get in reds and greens and blues and pinks and purples, tans and browns, but no yellow, no orange. This brand does not have the paper. It's either Delon or Eslon. They're not marked. They have oranges and yellows as well. But I would say start out with white. You can get these in white and black. If you know you're gonna use a few colors, they're about $2 to $3 a spool. And just get a few to start out, and then when you decide you're really gonna do this, these are worth it in the colors you're gonna use. Now I can't get this on eBay anymore, but Google has it, several locations, anywhere from $25 to $41 for this spool. I paid, I think, $26 a couple years ago with free shipping, and the whites and blacks you can still find on eBay for around $30 or $35, and oftentimes with free shipping. And that's the best way. If you're going to buy a spool, buy black or white to start, because you know you'll use that. I still have one I started years ago that's down to here, and that's when I could still buy it for 10 bucks a spool. That was 30 years ago, long time ago. And I've still got some, but I've bought it in the other sizes. That one is an O or an OO, and I've got O, D, and B as well in white. Beading needles, you can get some at Hobby Lobby that have 3 different sizes. They are color-coded. I can't tell you which color is what, but they have red, black, okay, the black is a 10, the blue is an 11, and the red is a 12, and it's really cheap. Like a couple bucks you get, I think, several of each. And then they're color-coded, so you know which is which, because you can write down the colors or buy a box like this. I think I got this at Hobby Lobby, I'm not sure, but they do have magnetic cases on the line of this. So those are the materials you need for any ornament. Felt to cut out, either an ink pad to stamp with, or a good pen that you can trace with, cookie cutters or a design that you draw yourself, and a lot of people are so talented they can draw amazing things. And the sequins in the colors and sizes and shapes you want. If you want fancy, Cartwright's your game, because they have all the different fancy shapes, you know, angels and all that. And like I said, I'm not affiliated, but I love them, and I will send anybody over to their site because I just am so excited with all the beautiful things I get from them. They do have a clearance section. I buy from that a lot. And they also have big bulk bags. So let's say you found this one and you loved it. And this one has 650 pieces in it. You might be able to get the bulk bag. That's what these look like up here. I'll pull one out to show you. Try to find one that's sealed. Easier said than done. I was just going through them and making up packages for my friend Angie. Here's one. It's flowers, but that might be one you like. Here's what the bulk bags look like. And this one has 100 grams, and it doesn't tell me how many, though. I think on the regular ones it tells you how many. Yeah, like here's regular sequins. Oh, some of them do, some of them don't. But this is also 5mm. It's kind of a brownish gold. It's called chestnut. And these can go on clearance for like half price. So maybe $6 for all of this. If it's a color you really love, like I bought 2 of these because I wanted plenty of them. I got one open and one closed. I had already bought these in a small normal size bag and loved them. And I've got 2 or 3 like that I loved so much I bought the big ones when they went on clearance. You can buy them for full price, and it might be worth it to you if you pay $12 or $14 for quite a few more. But they're just a wonderful resource. If you want anything you want to find, you can find there. Sizes, shapes, colors. I mean, you can get this in a 4, I think, a 5, a 6, an 8, a 10, maybe even a 12. I don't know. Not every sequin has every size, but this isn't supposed to be a commercial for Cartwright's. I just want you to know where you can get some good pieces. But there's nothing better than Hobby Lobby if you have one near you, and that's the only reason I'm talking about Cartwright's, because not everybody has a Hobby Lobby near them. They're the cheapest. You can get 2 of these for $2 and then get double all of these things. And they have them in so many colors, and they do have shapes like sunflowers and some stars and some snowflakes and different things like that. But they're cheap, cheap, cheap. But I know a lot of people that just don't have one. And then here's the bigger bags of the hologram ones. Some people don't have a Hobby Lobby near them. So if you don't have a Hobby Lobby, Micheals kind of stinks. They don't have much. Joann's did have a decent amount, but they were very pricey. I bought a couple from them, and I didn't know how much they were because they weren't priced. And when I got home and looked at the receipt, I was shocked, and I would never buy from them again because a little bag was like $4 or $5. It was ridiculous. They're only good on sale. And I think they're going out of business anyway right now, so I don't know if you can even get sequins there. Walmart used to have a wonderful supply of sequins. They barely have any now. They have like one little package about this big of several different colors. Dollar Tree sometimes has sequins in little multi-packs as well. But it can be a very inexpensive hobby. If you can get to Hobby Lobby, though, you can get these big tubes. You can get the little tubes in all different colors. You can get bugle beads. Now, you'd have to find a smaller bugle bead to do this. If you've been doing this for a while, you might already have it. Needles you can get anywhere that sells them. I don't even look at the size. If it fits through the eye, if the eye of the needle fits through my seed bead, and really on sequins, it's not an issue. The only time you don't want a thicker one is when you're doing like beaded earrings, where you have long fringes and you have to go down through this whole tassel and back up and then back up through the seed beads and weave and do kinds of things. Then you need a smaller needle. But for this, you're going up once and back down, up once and back down. And unless you have an unusually small bead, any seed bead or any beading needle will work. But beading needles, you can get short ones too. And beading thread are absolutely non-negotiable. Because if you use regular thread, it will break, it will rot, it will snap. Beading thread will never let you down. And I don't care what brand you use. These are the brands I have. But it really doesn't matter what you use. And then bugle beads are a nice addition, not necessary. And just simple basic sequins, that's all I did for decades. I've only slowly in the last 10 or 12 years started buying different sizes and different shapes. And really I didn't have many colors of thread up until probably the first 15 years I did ornaments. I had black and white, and then slowly got like a few of these little ones here in like a pink and a purple and a blue and a tan and a brown. And then over the last 10 or 12 years is when I've really expanded my thread collection. So start small. Don't spend a lot of money. Felt is cheap. You can, for one sheet of felt, you can get quite a few ornaments. A tube of this for $3, let's say, you can get a lot of ornaments. So, you know, for 20 bucks at Hobby Lobby, when they're having these on half price, which lately every time I go in they probably are, but you can check on the newspaper flyer online, or their flyer online, and when they have the bead treasures, and I think it's, what is it called? Bead treasures and precioso, which means they're a whole wall of beads, both the hanging beads on the string and these on 50% off. You can go get a few tubes in the different colors. You can get your sequins like these in the different colors you want. And I swear for 20 bucks you can buy enough stuff to make quite a few ornaments. Especially if you buy these multi-packs here. It gives you a variety of sizes, and just maybe pick up a couple extra of the ones you're going to use the most. But with these two, you can't beat $1. They used to be $2. I have a couple of their old bags. Well, this one doesn't have a price on it. This was one of their old bags. And they were $2 back then. So they've come down. So it's a cheap hobby, but you can make things that are so exquisitely beautiful, you would not believe it. And I think my camera, oh, it's still going. I had to look for a minute. It looked like it wasn't going. It's just, that's one of the things that appealed to me, because back when I started this, we had 4 little kids and I didn't have a lot of money, and I could do this really cheap. And seed beads, you can use them for other things like embroidery. You can use them to make beaded fringed earrings, the Native American style earrings, which I love to make those kind of things. You can make woven bracelets, you can do bead weaving. So there's so many things you can do. And then the sequins, you can get the styrofoam balls and the little pins, which they also sell at Hobby Lobby. And you can do the seed beads with the sequins on the styrofoam balls. If you get the satin ones online, you can get them cheap, and you can get them at yard sales all the time, and cover them with seed beads. You can do one whole color, you can do designs. There's so many things you can do with felt and seed beads and sequins. It's just a really fun hobby. Anyway, I'm sorry I'm being so chatty. This is my newest edition, and I will be working on another one as soon as I wrap up this video. This will be scheduled for Friday, and then you can reasonably expect another video to come out in a day or two with my next ornament. So I will be back soon, and I'm excited to be creating again. And for those of you that watched to the end, I'm really grateful. And if you need more detailed instruction, like I said, and I hope I said it in this video, go below to the description box below, and you can find a video under the more. Hit the more on the sentence under the video, and there'll be a video to do basic edging, which will be more like the edging I did on the angel. I don't know if I did the simple. If I didn't, I'll look and see, and if I didn't, I'll do another video showing how to do that edging, which is the same as this without the top one. I'm only adding 1 bead at a time. So whatever you do for this, you just add 1 bead, come back up, and through that bead, go through, back, add 1 bead. Just whatever you do for this, you're only doing 1 bead on here. And I just think for certain applications, it makes it a lot more elegant. I don't think this shoe, it would have taken away the shape to do this. I might even try doing an angel with this edge too. It might look kind of cool. So I'll be back soon, and thank you so much for watching. I really love you guys, and I'm glad to be back creating for you guys again. And I'm still working on that real fancy piece. Everyone I've showed it to has been blown away, but the problem is I've got to do some math and calculations to figure out how to finish the rest of it. So I will get it done and share it with you when it's done, and I'll be back soon. Bye.